happens to be my most magnificent work yet.
More magnificent than mine?
Mr. Mayor, your mustache. It's a classic. One of a kind, no doubt. This is time honor its time itself, but this one, well, this one is...
Is what? I command you. Tell me this very instant, who is it for? Is it for the Earl of Windsor? The Duke of Stockholm? It can't be for the Mayor of Paris, I bet it is it?
No, sir, no!
But what man can have a mustache more magnificent than mine? Tell me who it's for!
Well, that's the thing, sir. It's actually not... You're 5 hours early!
To beat rush hour traffic. Also, it's come a little undone at the edges. What?
My mustache has not come a little undone.
All right, all right. And there was no traffic either. I just snuck out when my fiancé went for a stroll. What was that?
That? My assistant. He's cooking up your final mustache. I'll go get it. You stay right here.
Tell me who that fellow is!
No one you know, sir! Can you please be quiet back here?
His mustache, I need to see him!
No, sir, you don't!
But I do!
No, you really don't!
I'm going out there!
I'm afraid I can't allow you to do that!
You can't stop me!
Oh, yes, I can!
Oh!
What was that?
That? Well, my assistant. He likes to sing while he works.
Oh, the insanity of genius. Well, may I try it on?
Well, of course. You may. Hello. How does that feel?
Regal!
Regal.
Fit for a king! I feel this might be your most magnificent work yet!
But your mustache, it's in the...
Hush, Lorenzo! It's beautiful. A classic, in fact. In fact, it reminds me of... Why, hello. I didn't know you had a client, Lorenzo. I thought your rule was one at a time.
Hello, good sir. I'm Herr Johannes Schmidt of Hilderbergstan. Yeah?
Is something the matter with your lip, Herr Schmidt?
Herr Schmidt just had his final fitting done. He's waiting for the glue to dry.
Oh, it must be a teensy-weensy one. May I see it?
Excuse me, good sir. Nothing teensy-weensy about my mustache!
My most classic regal fit for a king mustache I've ever made. Thank you for noticing that, Herr Schmidt.
No, that is my mustache!
Your mustache, the nerve! I'll have you know, but...
Oh, I'll let you know, good sir, that Lorenzo has made it for mine! Hand it over, give the mustache to me!
No such thing on hand for your Lorenzo made this mustache for me. For the special occasion of my wedding.
Oh, I'll let you know, surrender the mustache! I'll let you know!
Oopsie!
Whippersnapper.
Oh, that mustache was for my poopsie.
This magnificent mustache, your best work ever, was for my
Whippersnapper.
Oh.
Why?
Well, you like yours so much.
I like it
On me?
Well, you see, it's just that thing tickles me so. and that face, it's so soft. Would a mustacheless for oopsie.
Only if you don't.
Oh! Lorenzo?
That will be my most magnificent work yet.
Lorenzo, you are the bomb diggity.
Who keeps tearing you apart? One who.
Some people are role models, and some are just bad examples. When I was really young, I looked up to my mother. Later on, I realized she was one of the bad example kind.
She worked in a kid's clothes shop. Not a fashion shop, not a trendy, expensive label kind of place. More a cheap, imported slave labor kind of place. Made Target look like Saks Fifth Avenue. I was just walking past when I saw her through the window. So I walked past again. And again. Hot. All the while I was trying to think of some reason to go in there, get closer to her. I was just 20 years old, obviously didn't have kids. I just kept walking past.
I did my best. You know I did. I didn't know anything about being a mother, and I didn't have a mother I could turn to for advice or support. None of my friends had kids. Soon I wasn't seeing them anymore. They did parties, while I did laundry.
One day after walking past her shop maybe 5 or 6 times in an hour, I literally ran into her. She's coming out. Bang! I apologized as best I could, but it came out all vowels. Not a very good first impression. Still, I bit my lip and I asked if I could buy her a coffee. I still don't know why, but she smiled at me and said yes. Mary said yes to me.
I will not turn into my mother. I will not turn into my mother.
I will not screw this up. I will not screw this up.
Thought I did good. All the way through kindergarten without killing her. All the way through primary school without anyone twigging that I had no idea what I was doing.
That first coffee led to another coffee, which led to dinner. Nothing fancy, just the local.
She reminded me so much of myself. She looked like me. Everyone mentioned it. And we got on so well. I thought if she just kept on being as great a kid as I was, if she just kept on being a little me, then I could manage and everything would be okay.
Next thing I know, we're making out in the back of my Nissan. Mary.
14, 15, nothing prepares you for that. Suddenly war is declared and it's your wits against their hormones. I had no hope. I never behaved that way. I never said those things to my mother.
We agreed on no kids, which was fine by me. I didn't want any little brats getting in the way of our good time. I wanted Mary all to myself. And for 7 years we had a ball. Parties, holidays, quiet nights alone. It was brilliant for 7 years.
I will be sympathetic. I will understand. I will have time for you. I will not yell. I will not make unrealistic demands. I will not turn you away.
I didn't mean to get her pregnant. Damn sure she didn't want kids either. We used protection most of the time. Suddenly, I'm 28 years old, no job, staring down the barrel of fatherhood. God!
Why are you yelling at me like that? Why do you call me those names?
Still, I made a promise to Mary that even though it wasn't what we planned, I'd look after her. And the baby, that I'd be there for her, for them. So I joined the Navy. I didn't have any skills. I was just looking to put money in the bank, food on the table.
I couldn't have done it without Jeff, though, in being away at sea so long, I pretty much did it without him.
I will be there for you.
You left me! You left me! Just like my own dad! Later on, she left me too. Everyone leaves. I will not become my mother.
Just breathe! Breathe!
What the hell do you think I'm doing?
Sorry, that's just what they always say.
Drugs! Drugs! Get me some drugs!
But you said you didn't want it. You said you wanted this to be as natural as possible.
Does this look natural to you?
No, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. Ow!
What?
That hurts. You hurt my hand.
Something the size of a football. I have an opening the size of a ping pong ball. And you think you're in pain?
You squeezed it really hard.
My hips are dislocating.
All right. There. Let's think of a name. We didn't talk about a name.
Yes, we did. Leonardo. We decided on Leonardo. Leo.
Which is fine if it's a boy, but what if it's a girl?
It's a boy. I know it's a boy. I don't want a girl.
Just what if, just in case. Let's think of a girl's name. What about Alice?
I will never name a baby of mine after my mother. Never! You got that? Name it after your mother if it's a girl.
Beryl Eustace? I don't think so.
Okay. Leonardo, Leo, Cleo. What about Cleo? Oh.
Cleo? Cleo. Not bad. Cleo.
Oh, Jeffrey!
That's Jeffrey. Cleo's much better.
Get me some drugs!
Beautiful little Cleo. My little baby girl. Smart. Caring. Everybody loved her. Best thing I ever did.
It wasn't my fault. Mom was crazy. Dad thought so. Alice is in Wonderland again, he used to say. He couldn't stand her anymore. I don't blame him for leaving. It was all her fault, stupid woman.
I mean, I know I left them. It was Mary I left, never Cleo. Cleo was perfect. Mary, I don't know what happened to you. You had so much life when we first met.
Mom and I used to be close, but by the time I was 14, 15, she was changing. I mean, she stopped seeing her friends. She was just her and me all the time. So claustrophobic. I probably wasn't perfect. May have said a few things I shouldn't have, but she needed to be told.
The two of them fought a lot. I know that. Poor Cleo. She had to be so strong for so long.
So a few weeks ago, I walked out. I left her. Now it's Mary time.
As soon as Cleo was old enough, she left home. Left Mary alone.
I mean, I couldn't stand being there anymore. It wasn't healthy for me. So I got a job at a crappy kids' clothing store, and I moved in with a girlfriend. Yesterday, I had coffee with this really hot guy. Jeff. Yeah, I think there might be something there.
I gave Cleo some money. She moved into a little studio apartment on her university campus.
I've made a promise to myself to never have kids. I mean, I just couldn't let any kid go through what I had to go through. Although, I do like the new Leonardo for a boy.
I hope it hasn't scarred Cleo. I think she's strong enough. Stronger than Mary was.
It wasn't my fault. I had to get out of there.
It wasn't Cleo's fault. No one can blame her. She did the right thing.
And then one day, a policewoman came to the shop and told me what happened.
I'd just been to the university. I had to tell Cleo what happened.
Crazy, Mom. I'm herself in the bathroom.
Poor Mary. A bottle full of antidepressants and a bottle full of vodka, not a good mix.
I will not have kids.
I'm so sorry my baby had to go through that.
And if I ever do have kids,
I hope she'll be strong.
I mean, if something stupid happens and I end up being some poor brat's mother,
I know she'll be strong.
I will never, ever turn into my mother.
It starts with a composition, a violin concerto to be exact. It came to me one night in a dream. I'm not joking, I dreamt it all. And it turned out like most things do when you dream them, perfect. There was only one woman to play my perfect composition, the greatest violinist in the world, Miss Stephanie Ladd. Now you're thinking, he's crazy, how is he going to get the greatest violinist in the world, not to mention the most beautiful, to play his composition? She who is magical, she who soars above us all like the sky, she who is unattainable, she who also happens to be playing at the Opera House the night after I dream my concerto. Well, Stephanie's concerto. At first, I can't believe my eyes. So I just stand and watch for a while. She's not as beautiful as on a poster, not perfect, but in a way that makes her seem more beautiful. Maybe she is attainable after all. I'm Ramon. I've written your concerto. You must play it.
Now, Ramon, I don't just take compositions from strange men in bars.
I'm sorry then, I will leave you to your evening.
Not until they've at least bought me a drink.
So I, Ramon de Guardo, sit with Stephanie Ladd, the greatest violinist in the world, and drink. I loved your performance last night. I thought it was the best of the night.
I bet you said that to all the violinists.
No, I've been your biggest fan for the last 6 years.
I'm teasing. What are you doing here?
Well, I came here to study and I forgot to go home.
Or did someone make you forget?
She's flirting with me?
We've got to go back to the hotel now. Early flight. So this is good night. Good morning,
And then she kissed me on the lips. I was so shocked I didn't even realize that she left my composition on the table. Then another miracle. She comes back.
Almost forgot.
My email's on the cover.
So I'll invite you to the premiere.
And she's gone. Now I wait. A week goes by, a month, 6. And meanwhile, my composition lies lonely and unborn, so I decide to bring it to life. Some musicians played for me at the conservatorium. Private performance. The music seems light and insubstantial. It's not as I imagined it. Is it in my notes? Is it in the playing? Can I only hear Stephanie playing it? But somebody is impressed.
I'm Madeline, with 3 E's. I liked your music.
Thank you.
Well, no need to thank me. I didn't do anything. You're a beautiful composer.
I am.
I wouldn't say it if I didn't think it. What else have you written?
You know, some.
Can I hear them?
I don't really have any recordings.
Then I'll come over and read your scores.
Okay.
So this is your cue.
Your
cue to invite me to dinner to read your scores?
They're very direct, this English. I can't really go.
Then I'll bring something. Like Indian?
So Maddie comes around to dinner. Her name's Madeline, and it's such a great name for her. She's mad, but in the best way possible. She's like the sea, quiet and still one moment,
Your music made me feel warm. In here.
raging and wild the next.
And then the string breaks, I fell off my chair and landed on my big fat bum.
But then I look into her eyes, and I realize she's not like the sky after all. She's right here with me in my kitchen. I'd like to kiss you now, Maddie, with 3 E's.
I very much like that.
2 weeks later, she moves in. She plays the cello beautifully, but after she moves in, she starts playing less and less.
I'm thinking of leaving the conservatorium, getting something solid. Maybe nursing.
Maddie, but no, this is why I love you, because you like music like me. It's in your blood.
Ramon, did you just say you love me?
Yes. Yes. Yes, I do. I love you, Maddie. My Maddie. The next day, my phone rings.
Is that Ramon?
Yes.
Ramon DeGardo.
Stephanie!
Yeah, it's Stephanie. Look, I'm so sorry I haven't been in touch. I left your concerto on the plane. And when I finally got it back, the front page was missing, so I didn't have your email. Anyway, I finally rang the con and Margaret gave me your number. I hope you don't mind.
No, Stephanie.
So, about your concerto, I love it. In fact, I love it so much. I want to play it. Can you come to New York?
New York? When?
Tomorrow? The orchestra will book your tickets. But business class, okay? So don't get any ideas and ask for first.
Great, Stephanie,
I'm
can...
looking forward to seeing you.
Me too, Stephanie.
Okay. I'll see you then.
Can Maddie come too?
You're going to New York?
And I told her and she understood, of course.
That's amazing. You deserve it.
They only sent one ticket.
No, absolutely. I couldn't go anyway. Double shift tomorrow. Bring back enough memories for the both of us.
She's heartbroken. Refuses to let me see it.
I'll make us some dinner. Going away to feast.
29 hours later, I'm in New York watching the greatest violinist in the world play my composition. Around midnight, I walked Stephanie back to her hotel room.
God, I hate those things. Why can't they just listen to the music and then go home? Schmooze, schmooze, schmooze. What's the room like? I hope they gave you a decent view. Park?
Yeah.
You're really quiet. What's wrong? Don't tell me you didn't like it. I know you wrote Pianissimo and Scherzo, but I just felt that it was stronger, forte. Rehearsals and everyone just...
Stephanie, that was the most beautiful piece of music I've ever heard. And if I die tomorrow, I'm going to die a peaceful and contented man.
Guess you liked it. You know, I've forgotten how handsome you were.
I could never forget how beautiful you are.
I guess this is the part where we kiss. What's wrong? Oh, shit. I never asked. Don't tell me there's a Mrs. Ramon.
This is where I should have said, yes, Stephanie, there is a Mrs. Ramon, and she's kind, and she's nice, and she plays the cello beautifully. But then I looked at Stephanie, and I realized this was my dream. It is my dream. And to say no to this moment would be to say no to life. And I'm not dead, just yet. The sky opens up its arms, and I fall into its embrace. Now the men and the women are thinking two completely opposite things. Both end with the word bastard. It had been 2 weeks since I was home, and in that time I'd spoken to Madeline maybe once, an email or two, a text here and there. I fully expected this sea in full fury when I got back, a pounding wave to send me back to New York. But what I got was a tropical beach all balmy and warm.
Oh, I missed you. How was it? God, I love you. How was your flight? Were you tired? Did they like your concerto?
And then I looked into her eyes and I realized I was a fool. Stephanie wasn't my dream. She was a fantasy. But Mandy was real and she was beautiful and here. And I decided to ask her to marry me. The next day, I called Stephanie to tell her the truth. The phone rang. Once, twice, and then a sleepy voice answered.
Ramon?
How did you know it was me?
Because my heart leapt when I heard the phone ring.
And here I am again, flying through the sky with the sun on my back and the clouds beneath me. I couldn't believe Stephanie. She was my life and my dream come true.
When are you coming back?
Tomorrow, my love. Now I knew what I had to do. It was so clear. As clear as the clearest sky.
Who are you on the phone to? You want a coffee?
Or was that warm as the warmest sea?
I miss you.
The sky?
I miss you so much.
The sea?
I've got so much I want to tell you.
Two
I want to
amazing,
hear all about it.
beautifully perfect women.
I don't know if this is too soon to say.
And if you could spend a second, a minute, a day with either one of them,
First whilst you're away, I really do.
I challenge you to leave them.
love you.
And I love you. Both of you. So here I am, stuck somewhere between the sky and the sea.
Ramon, who are you on the phone to?
Whose voice is that? Is there someone else there?
I'm the worst man on the planet. Or maybe I'm the luckiest. What would you do? How would you decide between the sky and the sea? My life ends here. Or maybe it begins. Stephanie,
Yes.
Madeline,
Yes.
I have something to tell you.
I've always been fascinated by guns. Their sleekness, their shininess, the elegance of their design. Friday, October 25th, 1415, an unknown English soldier killed by a French soldier at the Battle of Agincourt. First person ever killed by a gun. Guns know who they are. They do not experience existential doubt. Whatever happens, the gun is still a gun. 15th of July, 1974. Christine Chubbuck committed suicide during a live broadcast. At 9:38 a.m., 8 minutes into her talk show on WXL-TTV in Sarasota, Florida, she drew out a revolver and shot herself in the head. Christine had been struggling with depression and suicidal tendencies, but the ratings were good that day. Some say guns are evil. Anything created solely for the purpose of destroying other human beings must be evil.
14th of December, 2012, Newtown, Connecticut. 6-year-old Dylan Hockley is one of 20 children killed at Sandy Hook Elementary School when 20-year-old Adam Lanza opens fire on Dylan's class with a military-style Bushmaster 223 semi-automatic rifle. All of the children killed are between the ages of 6 and 7. The gunman's mother, Nancy Lanza, volunteered at the school. Nancy's body is later found dead at her family home. 6 other female teachers are also killed. The incident was the latest in a series of mass shootings in the U.S. over the last several years. In 2007, 32 people were gunned down by a student at Virginia Tech University.
Sheridan Shabbat Bond, Utoya Island, Norway. On the 22nd of July, 2011, Anders Breivik bombed government buildings in Oslo, Norway, killing 8 people. He then took a ferry to Utoya, where he shot dead 69 students, including 14-year-old Sheridan, who were attending a camp of the Rutgers on the island. Breivik outlined the reasons for his killings in a manifesto he posted online. Islam and cultural Marxism are the enemy, he wrote. I seek violent annihilation of Arabia, multiculturalism, and the deportation of all Muslims from Europe. Sheridan, the youngest victim of the massacre, was born in New Zealand and lived most of her life in Norway.
Murder is easy. It's a terrible thing to say, but murder is easy. The act itself is simple. You point the gun and you pull the trigger. Easy. If that doesn't work, you do it again. That is power, and the gun gives you that power.
Veronica Moser Sullivan, Friday, midnight, July 20th, 2012, Aurora, Colorado. A gunman in a gas mask and body armor enters a movie theater for the midnight premiere of the new Batman movie. After hurling a gas canister across the floor, he opens fire on moviegoers with an assault rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol. He wounds 59 people and kills 12, including 6-year-old Veronica. The shooting evoked memories of the 1999 massacre at Columbine High School in Littleton, 17 miles from Aurora. 2 students opened fire, killing 12 students
and a teacher.
March 12, 2006. Soldiers of the 502nd Infantry Regiment entered 14-year-old Abir Kazim Hamza's house and ordered Abir's father, mother, and 6-year-old sister into another room where Pacific Stephen Green summarily shot all in the head, emerging to say, "I just killed them." Abir was then held down to the floor by another soldier. Green and at least one other soldier then raped Abir, and then Green shot and killed her. The lower part of Abir's body was then set on fire. Murder is easy.
Christopher Pidcock, 17, Oakland, California, USA. Investigators said that the shooting was a robbery gone awry. The gun used was a .38 caliber Smith & Wesson revolver. According to reports, the .38 Smith & Wesson is the most popular gun used in violent crime in the USA. Guns also have no conscience. They do not feel remorse or ask for redemption.
March 31st, 1993, Brandon Lee, Wilmington, North Carolina, on the set of The Crow. Lee was killed when another actor fired a prop gun at him. The squib bullet was lodged in the barrel of the handgun, and when the blank was fired, the bullet shot out and hit Lee in the abdomen, wounding him fatally.
And guns cannot undo what they have done. You can't pull the trigger and bring somebody back. No matter how much you might want to, the genie can never go back in the bottle. Once the bullet leaves, it's never coming back.
Aaron Vickers, Ruger 9mm semi-automatic.
Jason Abbott, Lorson Engineering, 380 semi-automatic.
Billy Joe Ace, Raven Arms, 25 semi-automatic.
George Alpensar, Mossberg 12 gauge shotgun.
Michael Daniel Alexander, Smith & Wesson 9mm semi-automatic.
Earl Booker Jr., Smith & Wesson 357 revolver.
Maria Ragland Davis, Ryko Arms, 380 semi-automatic.
Sukhwinder Singh Dawal, Davis Industries 380 semi-automatic.
August 19th, 1994. Trent Lockett 20, Toledo, Ohio, USA.
Jim Mullins, 64, Rutledge Pike, Tennessee, USA. Mullins' regular customers at the discount store knew where he kept his .38 caliber pistol. The killer knew too. Mullins was killed with a shot to the head, all for a cash register. Just enough bills to make change.
2nd of March, 1853, Fort Tennant, Texas. Lieutenant Frederick Denman was out hunting and fishing with a brother officer when, by the accidental discharge of a rifle at the heads of his companion, he was fatally shot in the knee. Unlucky.
1802, exact date unknown, outside Sydney, Australia. Pummelwine, legendary Australian Aboriginal rainbow warrior. Shot dead by Henry Hackett. On the orders of Governor King, his head was cut off and separated.
Sitting Bull, December 15, 1890. Shot dead by Indian police leading to the massacre at Wounded Knee.
Mahmoud Kaba, a 4-year-old Palestinian boy killed at a checkpoint in the West Bank when Israeli soldiers opened fire on his family's pickup truck.
Alana Turchman. She was 15, one of 22 students killed by 3 members of the Democratic Front for the Liberation of Palestine in a massacre.
Donald Coffey, 7 years old, May 10, 2009, Texas, USA. Hit in the face by a shotgun blast while sitting in the backseat of his father's car after a family outing. The couple who killed him had posted a sign on their land saying, "Trespassers will be shot. Survivors will be reshot. Smile, I live."
Quinta Hyman, age 8, Aruca, Trinidad and Tobago. Shot 5 times by the gunman in the upper and lower back. Found dead by his grandmother, lying in a pool of blood.
Mineola, Florida, a 10-year-old girl shot in the back as she was eating breakfast by her 9-year-old brother. He must have really hated his sister.
Reese Jones, 11, shot dead in Liverpool, England, as he enjoyed a kickabout.
13-year-old Nathan Beller of Lakewood, Florida, watched his father, Troy, 34, gun down his stepmother, Wendy, as she tried to take her son to her grandparents. Nathan ran back to the house and heard his father shoot his younger brothers, Ryan 8, and Zach 5 months. His father then chased Nathan to the cottage garage and took aim, but tripped on a bicycle before he could get off the fatal shot. As Nathan ran screaming to the safety of a neighbor's house, his father killed himself on the front lawn of the house.
William S. Trent Lockett was babysitting his 11-year-old sister and 12-year-old neighbor at the time of the shooting, which was reported just after 7 p.m. Monday at Lockett's home.
Selena,
Gianni Versace,
Marvin Gaye,
Tupac Shakur,
Christopher Lane,
John Lennon,
Adolf Hitler.
Trent, who had recently enlisted in the Air National Guard, was due to arrive at boot camp at Lackland Air Force Base in Texas, was showing his prized .22 rapid-fire pistol to his kid sister.
Robert F. Kennedy,
John F. Kennedy,
Che Guevara,
Abraham Lincoln,
Gandhi.
Lockett was familiar with gun safety, friends say. My ultimate goal is to go to the London Olympics, he said.
Martin Luther King,
Malcolm X,
Trayvon Martin,
the person who was killed by a gun while I'm saying the sentence.
Trent took the magazine out of the pistol and gave the gun to his sister, unaware there was a round still left in the chamber.
His sister Emma pulled the trigger. The bullet entered her older brother's skull, exactly 2 centimeters below his right temple, penetrating both the frontal and temporal lobes. Trent was pronounced dead on the scene by emergency personnel.
It was accidental,
said a local detective.
There was no foul play. This is a terrible tragedy, one that his sister will have to live with.
For the rest of my life.
भाईजान, आपने मेरी बेटी को देखा है? बेटी आपने न जाने कहाँ चली गई है। सकीना नाम है उसका, हरे रंग का सूट पहना है, ये उसी का दुपट्टा है। आखिरी बार मैंने उसे उसकी मां से लिपट कर रोते हुए देखा था। मेरी बेटा फरीदा, उन दरिंदों ने उसका पेट फाड़ दिया था। मरते मरते उसने कहा, मुझे छोड़ो, सकीना को लेकर यहां से भाग जाओ। मैं सकीना को लेकर वहां से भाग निकला। तभी उसका ये दुपट्टा गिर पड़ा। मैं उसका ये दुपट्टा उठाने के लिए रुका और सकीना पीछे से चिल्ला पड़ी थी।
चलिए अब्बाजान, जल्दी चलिए, अरे दुपट्टा छोड़िए अब्बाजान, ये लोग हमें मार डालेंगे। अब्बाजान जल्दी, अब्बाजान।
सकीना! मैं उसका ये दुपट्टा उठाकर सीने से लगा दिया। ऐसे कैसे छोड़ देता? मेरी बच्ची की इज्जत थी वो। हम किसी तरह बचते बचाते स्टेशन पहुंचे थे। हाँ, रास्ते में ट्रेन में सकीना मेरे साथ थी, लेकिन रास्ते में जब ट्रेन रोकी गई और बल्लों अंदर घुस आए, उसके बाद मुझे कुछ याद नहीं। मैं बेहोश हो गया और जब होश आया तो इस कैब में सकीना का कुछ पता नहीं। कहीं वो तो ठहरे तो उसके साथ तो नहीं ले गए। या अल्लाह, मेरी बच्ची पर रहम कर या अल्लाह।
भाई अपना सब कुछ लुटाकर यहाँ पर आए। हाँ, और ये देखो, जब से बंटवारे का सिलसिला शुरू हुआ है, अल्लाह मियां ने चंद ही दिनों में हमारे वारे नियारे कर दिए।
किस मजे से सारा माल अकेले उड़ाए ले जा रहा था। जनाब, ये मेरा अप्पा है, ये मेरा। चाहे तो मुझे मार दो, लेकिन मेरे सामान को छोड़ दो।
फिर क्या किया तुमने?
करना क्या था, मार दिया साले को। लेकिन मियां, इतनी मेहनत करने के बाद एक बक्सा हाथ लगा और निकले क्या? चांदी की ये 2 कंगन।
कोई बात नहीं माँ, बेटा अभी जिस मकान को हम लूटने जा रहे हैं उसमें बेशकीमती सामान। जाहिर है जो लूटोगे सारा माल तुम्हारा, लेकिन हाँ ध्यान रहे, छीना झपटी ना, मार धार करोगे तो सामान टूट जाएगा, नुकसान तुम्हारा ही होगा। और मियाँ छीना नहीं, पियोगे तो बैठ जाओगे।
खान साहब, कल ब्लैक मार्केट के दाम से जो आपने पेट्रोल दी थी ना, उससे एक दुकान तक नहीं जली।
कोई बात नहीं खा, आज जिस मकान को हम लूटने जा रहे हैं बोले तुमको, हाँ सब उम्दा पेट्रोल मिलेगा।
कौन है वहाँ?
कौन हो तुम? मजहब क्या है तुम्हारा?
आप ही के कहूँ भाई, सिराजुद्दीन नाम है मेरा।
आने दो।
भाई साहब, सरहद पार से जान बचाकर आया हूँ, लेकिन रास्ते में मेरी बेटी कहीं खो गई है, उसे ढूंढ लाओ, उम्र भर आपका गुलाम रहूंगा।
कैसी दिखती है वो?
बहुत खूबसूरत है, गौरी है, मुझ पर नहीं अपनी माँ पर गई है। बड़ी बड़ी आंखें, काले लंबे बाल, और हाँ उसके दाहिने गाल पर एक मोटा सा तिल है। मेरी इकलौती बेटी है, 6 रोज हो गए उसे घूमे, उसे ढूंढ लाओ, खुदा आपका भला करेगा भाई।
फिक्र न करे बाबा, अपने कौम की इज्जत के लिए हम अपनी जान पर खेल जाएंगे।
हमारे पास गाड़ियां हैं, लाठियां हैं, बंदूक भी है। हमने कई औरतों और बच्चों को सरहद पार से बचाकर इस कैंप में पहुंचाया है।
हम पे भरोसा रखें, अगर आपकी बेटी जिंदा है तो हम उसे जरूर ढूंढेंगे। चलो साथियों, चलो चलो।
होशियार, कोई दुश्मन भी हो सकता है। यहाँ कोई है, कोई लड़की है। ये लड़की निकल, अरे निकल बाहर, ये तो वही है। रुको, बेटा मारने के तुम सकीना हो ना? सिराजुद्दीन की बेटी? हाँ? अरे तुम्हारे अब्बा जान नहीं तो भेजा है हमें।
हम नहीं सके, हम जान कैसे मुझे उनके पास ले
जाएंगे, बिल्कुल ले जाएंगे। भाई हम लोग तुम्हें तो तलाश कर रहे थे, तुम्हारे अब्बा जान कैंप में है, मजे में। तुम भी थोड़े मजे कर लो, हैं? भाई कुछ खाने के लिए ले आओ।
दूध पियोगी?
डबल रोटी खाओगी?
सिराजुद्दीन भाई, सिराजुद्दीन भाईजान, सकीना का कुछ पता चला?
नहीं, 15 रोज बीत गए उन रजाकारों को सरहद पार गए, लेकिन अभी तक सकीना का कुछ पता नहीं चला।
अभी अस्पताल में एक लड़की दाखिल हुई है। लोग कहते हैं कि कुछ लड़कों ने उसके साथ दुष्कर्म किया और मरने के लिए रेलवे लाइन के पास छोड़ गए। कहीं वो आपकी?
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता।
क्या वो माना वो
डॉक्टर साहब, मैं इसका बाप हूँ, ये मेरी बेटी सकीना है। बस तो जाएगी ना?
एक मिनट पीछे हटो जरा, मुझे देखने दो। अरे मैंने कहा वो खिड़की खोल दो।
खोल दो, खोल दो, खोल दो, खोल दो। और सकीना के मुर्गा जिसकी जुम्बिश हुई, वो धीरे धीरे उठी और बेजान हाथों से उसने ज़ारबंद खोल सलवार नीचे सरका दी। सिराजुद्दीन खामोशी से चिल्ला उठा,
जिंदा है! मेरी बेटी जिंदा है! जिंदा है मेरी बेटी!
Okay. Donna, please, come. Give me a break, please.
Calm down, sweetie.
How can I calm down? It's only 30 seconds, and I have to decide for him what he has to see, what is useful to see.
Take it easy, my dear. It's only 30 seconds. They will pass just like this.
Don't say that, John. 30 seconds, it's a long time. Especially if we use it wisely.
How many seconds passed since you finished that last sentence? Look, I did what needed to be done. I went through an operation, spent tons of money, and the result is this. 30 seconds of sight before I go blind again.
Baby, come on, please. Can you calm down? I swear to you, I'm gonna make it work.
Listen to Sarah, John. She's right. And 30 seconds, it can give you a whole new perspective of the world.
Donna, what do you think if I show him a picture of a volcano?
A volcano? Who would I want to see a volcano? Are there any volcanoes around here?
Nah.
Tell me, Donna, are there any volcanoes around the house?
Come on, John. You know, there are no volcanoes, not in this village, not in this country, not on the entire continent.
I got it! What about a picture of my mother? Oh my god!
Sorry, babe, I meant that would be too good to see.
You have no idea.
Okay, fine. Where is it?
What are you searching for, babe?
A picture of the sea.
The sea.
Yes, the sea is beautiful, just like the sky. And it's blue.
Yeah, and it has seagulls in it.
And there was a beach, as I recall.
It's in the drawer. It has 3 clips on it.
Okay.
John, do you remember the feeling of the sands on your toes? Now you're going to see the beach.
I got it. Is it beautiful?
Oh, it's lovely.
Donna, I was also thinking about a picture of forest. Sunset in a forest. And a forest is green. And green is an important color.
Yeah, most of the vegetables are green.
What about a picture of a piano? The piano is black. And black is the color of the darkness.
I'm fed up with that color. Since I was born, all I see is black. I don't want to see black anymore, dear.
How do you know that everything that you see is black?
Well, that's what everybody keeps telling me.
You're right, John. It's a wrong mistake. I mean, the black is the wrong color, and I... Ah! Ow!
Are you okay?
Ow! Yeah. Who put this here?
I'm really sorry. I removed it by mistake.
Don't ever mess with the furniture of my families.
Yes, baby. It's okay. It's fine, baby. Please go relax. Go relax. John? John? What? You removed the bandages?
Yes.
Why?
To see the most beautiful thing on earth.
What is it?
Your face. don't I? Right. Your eyes, they're just one color, right? I thought they were different.
Maybe that's why I'm blind. Maybe. What about my lips? Do you like my lips?
Yes, but I prefer better how they taste.
Do you want to taste them?
Wait.
What?
But you'll go blind again. The best kisses, after all, are the ones we have in darkness.
You're right. We are the masters of kissing. Because only the blind can see in the darkness. I love you.
I love you too.
Kisses in the dark, in the dark, in the dark.
I would like to speak to someone regarding a police matter.
Police matter? Of course, I think I can help.
Well, I'm not sure where to begin.
Please don't worry. Just start from anywhere.
I was working last week. I work for the governor's office and we often have to work late. We were working on this campaign slogan, something new. And he raped me.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't know how else to put it.
No, that's all right. Please just go on.
We were alone in his office when he walked over to me and started talking about my last relationship. I had just broken up and he knew about it. I told him I was fine, but he still tried and consoled me.
Who were you working with?
Governor Burnett.
Burnett? And you're saying he's the one?
Yes.
Listen, can I get you something? Coffee or?
No.
Miss
Jessica?
Jessica, you do realize that this is a sensitive matter. The governor you've mentioned for a long time has been revered in the community as a
humanitarian, liberal rights protector, and an all-round great guy. Yes. But it doesn't change what he did to me.
No, of course not. Anyway, let's just start with some information. How long have you been working with him?
Well, there goes another politician. They seem to be dropping like flies.
It's just such a bloody cliche. I mean, I don't know what these women see in these guys.
It's the power, Mikey. It's the power. People like him get away with all the nasty stuff because they can command it. Good-looking guys like me, who are left getting no strain. I bet our chief has gotten down and dirty with a few inmates.
You think? You know, I don't think rape requires a great deal of allure. You've seen the governor. He's a good-looking guy. He shouldn't have a problem getting a woman in his saddle.
Either way, like they say, there's never a good reason to rape. Unless she doesn't want to have sex with you. What you gonna, not?
Come on.
So, she says she's been working on the campaign for several weeks. But, you know, according to this, she joined the campaign roast only 3 weeks ago. And here's a picture of her with the governor just 2 days ago in a rally. It's awful.
Officer, they look awfully close when you intern in a governor relationship.
Jessica, you said you lived in San Francisco prior to this.
Yes.
So you leave to come and work here, voluntary for no pay.
Well,
you must really believe in the cause. And I have been given to understand that the governor's from Frisco too. Did you know him back then?
I knew of him.
Well, it says here that you haven't been working with him for too long.
Now, how is it that you're part of this core group of people so quickly? I mean, to be working with the governor late at night. Clearly, he doesn't do that with every newcomer.
I'm good at my job, officer. I've been doing these marketing campaigns for over... Wait, are you investigating me?
Jessica, we are just looking into the facts. Now, how is it that you trusted him so much in such a short time? To have all-nighters with the boss so early on, I mean, clearly you seem close.
I don't know if I trusted him. I was just doing my job. He came on to me. I never flirted with him. In the beginning, things were very different. He was sweet to me. He made me feel like I really belonged.
You said this happened a week ago? Now, I can understand that it takes a while to summon the courage to come here. But I can't understand how you continued to work with him. This is you in a rally with him just 2 days ago, right?
I had to go in. I wasn't sure what I should do. In fact, I was planning to tell Jack, the campaign manager, that I wasn't going to come in anymore.
Well, did you talk to him?
No, I didn't get a chance.
You could have just called or texted.
I've known Jack for many years now. I've started my career with him. I couldn't just disappear. If I did, my career would be over. Look, I know all the good that Burnet's done. Frankly, till this morning, I wasn't sure whether I should come forward at all. Everything he believes in, I believe in. But for what he has done to me, he cannot get away with it.
Okay, so I had Joe speak with Jack Spencer. We haven't given him details of the case, of course, but he says you needed no convincing to move cities to come and work here for free. Okay, I think we need to take a break. Perhaps go over these details again.
She's a sweet girl. She really is. But she's making it up.
Even if she is, it's going to be impossible to prove. Officer, we cannot let her file this case until we get every single fact in. She moved cities just to be with this guy.
I know you guys think I'm being a dick, but hear me out. He's married. She had sex with him. She's looking to get paid. I know governors are mostly assholes, but she is looking to get paid.
If she wanted to get paid, I mean, why come here? This just makes things public. There is something else going on. Listen, find out who she was in a relationship with earlier.
Hold on. Relationship? She hasn't been in one for a while. We spoke to her friends, even her roommate. No relationship.
Just on the off chance she was dating someone at work, check for that. Speak to the people she was working with. Check if she was in a relationship with the government. I told you up front, in cases like this, you cannot hide stuff from me. You said you were in a relationship with someone, nobody knows him. Who's this guy?
I said I've told the people I worked with that I was in a relationship because I didn't want to date anyone there. It just seemed easier. After a point, I couldn't keep up the lie and pretended it was over.
Have you ever been in a relationship with someone at work? A senior in the company, perhaps?
What are you asking me? Are you saying that I was sleeping with the governor? Go on. Ask it.
Well, were you dating the governor?
He raped me! You haven't asked me a word about it. All these questions seem directed at me.
Sorry, but you didn't answer the question. Were the two of you in a relationship?
Tell me something. If we were, would he have the right to force himself on me? If we were in a relationship for 5 years, would consent no longer be required? Would my claim have absolutely nothing to do with whether we were in a relationship? I've been here for 5 hours answering everything about my life to you. What more do you want from me?
Officer, you might want to take a look at this. So, we checked on women that have been working with Burnett, and Sam checked the website. Up front, we didn't find any listed. That's frankly a little strange because there are always women working on campaigns in such places. We just thought Burnett preferred working with guys. Until we found out that the women that have not been listed is because they haven't worked there long enough to be an official record. We found 3 women who left within a month of being hired.
So I called these 3 women up. 2 of them just hung up on me. But the third was on the verge of tears when I mentioned Bob Burnett. She then started swearing at me. I sent a squad car to pick her up.
Okay, we have to speak to the other women. We are going to go after Burnett with everything we got. Sam, register the case. Joe, I need you to find out everything you can about this guy. If he's got skeletons in the closet, we are going to shine a light on every one of them. Jessica, wait. I have great news. We found 3 other women who might have been victims of Bob Burnett.
Well, that isn't exactly great news.
No, but I mean, this is enough evidence. We are going to get this guy.
Well then, you'll have to go after him without me. I cannot do it. To have every bit of your dignity torn to shreds. He already did that to me, you know. Sitting in the chair with a sense that, what did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. Being stuck in your chair is what it felt like when I was pinned under that man. Supposedly you were on my side. The humiliation that I have to face in the courtroom is just not worth it. I thought I had a little left in me. But I guess they did take it all.
Yeah, it was my photography. That doesn't mean it exists. Well, it does as far as I'm concerned. All the millions of chess players around the globe disagree with you. You can't move 2 pawns at the same time.
I'm telling you, it exists. Just as long as the player's first move, it's fine. And besides, I'm not saying you can use the same move multiple times.
The only 2 pieces in a game of chess that can move simultaneously are the king and the rook. Okay. And even then, there's criteria that need to be filled out before the move's made. Alright. So let's forget about this pawn nonsense, alright? We've got you know where we're going.
Nice nunchucks, by the way.
Oh yeah, thanks. Saw Into the Dragon again last week and thought I maybe could use a pair. Although at this rate I'm more likely to defend myself. It's more likely to harm myself than defend myself. Yeah.
Don't think he is like a finger holding away from the moon. Man, I love that film. You know where I'm from? The bishop's called the elephant. I don't know why.
It's because Tip looks a bit like an elephant's trunk.
Sure.
Not really. Yeah, I have no idea why. That doesn't make sense. Your move. Sorry, I don't want to rush you.
I know. Give me my time.
Take
Come
time.
on, man. Alright.
Too much.
Let's go back to being silly. Down shall not pass.
I see your doubt shall not pass and raise you a yes, I bloody well will.
Well, prepare to be completely annihilated. Because somehow we're screwing up and I don't know. Oh, we're missing it. Well, we'll just have to. Alright.
Work's going well, by the way. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Your cousin's been great and everything. She seems really stressed, though.
Yeah, you know. She's been going through some tough times.
Sorry to hear about what happened to the family.
Yeah. No one saw it coming.
Really? No one saw it coming?
Of course.
What?
What?
Nothing. Nothing. It's just that some actions have consequences, you know?
Right.
Forget about it, whatever. I mean, the war pigs on our side have hardly been merciful.
Or fair.
Well, that's debatable.
Listen, let's just not get into this again, okay?
Yep, you're right. Water onto the bridge. Forget about it. Forget about it. You know, I have some pizza left over from last night.
You know, your government has been pushing this around for years now.
I thought we decided not to get
Well,
into
you
it.
started it, now it's snowballing.
How am I the one who started it?
Look, all we want is to live on land that is rightfully ours.
Yours?
Yeah.
What kind of logic you... Look, we're not the first, and we're certainly not the last to debate about this. Besides, I always saw you and I as, you know, a good example of how our people can put aside their differences, enjoy each other's company, and a game of chess. All right?
All right.
Now do your worst.
Prepare to be doomed.
Someone's been practicing, huh?
Nah, not really. I'm just blossoming with skill and talent. Yeah. And soon enough, I'll be able to sacrifice an insignificant piece so I can blow your king to kingdom come.
Sacrifice an insignificant piece and blow up my king. Yeah. That was a euphemism.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. We decided not to get into it. Then you bring up the idiots on your side of the wall who continuously throw away their useless little lives, ruin the peace and tranquility of
Ruin the peace and tranquility. You mean after your soldiers come to my land and force our mothers to bury the youth?
Please spare me the sob story. If your mothers raised their children properly, they wouldn't be running around with slingshots, provoking innocent soldiers.
Your pawns have automatic weapons, professional military training. All we have is whatever is left on the ground to defend ourselves. Listen, peace will never come until we have what is rightfully ours.
No, peace won't come until you stop insisting on having your own way all the time without leaving any leeway for negotiation. And please stop talking about this nonsense about mothers burying children, military training. So cliche.
So you're telling me that mothers burying their children is cliche?
Not cliche, but as far as I'm concerned, it's natural selection.
Natural selection? I'll show you natural selection. You think you can push us around without any consequences with that kind of attitude?
You're just stubborn little boys who fail to realize that this land is ours.
Stubborn? I'll show you stubborn. You think you can get away with whatever you want? Wait, Wait, little coward, what?
Stalemate.
What?
Stalemate! Look.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next performance by the Royal Shakespeareans, a troupe of 7 accomplished actors who have previously toured the world. This here is their magnum opus. Enjoy. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to one of the greatest love stories ever told. This is a story of passion, of betrayal, of tragedy. It was a time of kings and princes, of honor and dignity, and of bravery and honor. Our story is set in fair Verona, home to the families of the Montagues and the Capulets, sworn enemies.
I hate you.
I hate you more.
Get off my turf.
You get off my turf.
If you don't move, I'm gonna kill you.
Bring it.
As I was saying, the families were determined in their hatred for each other. In the house of the Montagues was Romeo, the hero of our tale. brave and handsome Romeo and his friend Mercutio.
Oh, Mercutio. Oh, Mercutio.
Hey!
You know what it's like to want and not have, to love, to pine.
Yes, you're still in love with Rosaline, aren't you?
Maybe.
And in the house of the Capulets was Juliet. Sweet, charming, beautiful Juliet. And gorgeous. Who was getting ready for the grand ball.
Dost thou like my dress?
Yes, Juliet was the kind of girl who could make you fall in love with at first sight. Meanwhile, Romeo has been convinced by his friends to crash the party.
Hi.
Hi.
May I perchance kiss you?
Dost thou now want to say some words first?
Then I shall recite some poetry first.
Perhaps that is a little sudden as well.
Oh, let me kiss you and let us move on.
As I was saying, Juliet was the kind of girl who could make you fall in love with at first sight. But there was one thing that stood between them and their love.
But who is that fair lady?
Juliet Capulet.
Oh, shit.
Who is he?
Romeo Montague.
Oh.
If only love was so simple. But when you're in love, you don't notice any of these things. Anyway, they have now been bitten by the love bug.
Romeo, Romeo.
Yes, my love.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not but be sworn my love, and I shall no longer be a captive.
Oh, Juliet, thy fair face, like thou thee. A horse, my kingdom for a horse. Juliet, I love you.
Perhaps that is a bit sudden.
Why do you keep saying that?
Oh, I mean, I love you too.
Oh, marry me.
Yes, I shall, and you shall be mine forever and ever.
Of course, Romeo and Juliet wanted to get married, but their families would never allow it. So Romeo ran to Friar Lawrence for advice. Yes!
I met someone and I want to marry her.
Well, weren't you in love with someone else last week?
So what?
Who is she?
Juliet Catherine.
Plot twist. Meanwhile, the friar worked on a plan to get the two lovers together, paying no attention to his own safety.
Well,
Well, what?
what did he say?
What did who say?
You know.
I don't know, I've got a
What
headache.
did Romeo
Romeo.
say?
Romeo said that you two are getting married.
Finally, we shall be married.
I now pronounce you man and wife. Till death do you apart. You may kiss the bride now. Meanwhile, the Capulets had found that the Montagues had crashed their party. Introducing Tybalt, the hot-headed Capulet, out to avenge the honor of his family! Introducing Tybalt, the hot-headed Capulet, out to avenge...
I, Tybalt, am looking for Romeo. Are you Romeo? I know it was you who crashed that party yesterday.
What party?
I dare you to fight me.
I don't want to fight you.
If you don't fight me, I win.
No, I will fight you. First, I'll wait for my friend Mercutio to come.
No!
Kill Mercutio!
And Romeo kills Tybalt.
What have I done?
So our hero's in trouble now. You see, the prince had said that whoever starts a fight will be banished from the city. And such was the fate of Romeo. Meanwhile, Juliet has just found out that Romeo has killed a man.
No!
Of course, Romeo could not leave without first seeing Juliet.
My love, I must leave.
Oh, don't go.
Then I shall stay for you, and if your parents find me, they will kill me.
Oh,
But for our...
Poor Juliet. Her parents, not knowing that she was already married, were arranging another marriage for her. Meanwhile, Friar, yes.
Romeo's vanished and Tybalt is dead, and my mom wants me to marry Paris, and my father wants to disown me, and...
Yeah, I feel your pain.
What should I do?
You should drink this. Just drink it. I'll let Romeo know where you are. The plan was for Juliet to fall asleep. While the friar worked on a plan to have the two lovers parted.
Juliet, where? What happened? Juliet, my love. Oh, our love was meant to be forever. But if I can't have you in this life, then death it is. Oh, poison. Oh, poison. Take me to my Juliet.
Romeo. No! Our love was meant to be forever. Oh, if I can't have you in this life, then death it is. Oh, dagger. Oh, dagger, take me to my Romeo.
And so Juliet stabbed herself, falling on top of Romeo's dead body. But for our grand magnum opus, we are going to change the ending of Romeo and Juliet. We are going to have them live happily ever after. This is a rewind of the final scene for our magnum opus.
Oh, poison, take me to my Juliet.
Wait, Romeo, look, Juliet is alive.
You're alive.
Romeo, you're here.
Of course, my life. Where else would I be?
My words, Romeo.
No, Juliet, you speak your heart first.
Oh, Romeo.
Oh, Juliet.
Oh, Romeo.
Oh, God. Romeo drinks the poison. Romeo drinks the poison and dies. Quickly. And Juliet stabs herself.
Thanks.
Juliet stabs herself.
I'd rather not.
Juliet stabs herself. And so ends Romeo and Juliet. Thank you.
Hey, Itsy Bitsy!
Hi there, Spider-Man.
Long time no see.
How's it hanging?
Oh, same, sneaking into shoes, biting bums. How's the kids?
Wife ate them.
That's unfortunate.
You'd think with 200, she'd leave a couple. But that's the missus. Big mouth, even a bigger appetite.
Women!
Tell me about it.
They're all the same.
All they do is think with their stomachs.
And their vaginas.
Would it kill them to be a little romantic?
A kiss?
Oh, a cuddle.
Some foreplay.
Foreplay? For a female, foreplay's taking off half a leg. Good God, Your wife did that?
I'm lucky she left the rest of me.
Why do they always want to eat us after sex? You know what I wish? We lived in a world where a man spider could make love to a lady spider and then just
hold her
all balled up in each other's legs.
And fangs.
Listening to the little pitter-patter of each other's little heartbeats.
But no.
Not a female spider.
As soon as she gets what she's after, her stomach starts grumbling.
We go from being husbands to being lunch.
Did you ever try reasoning with her?
Talking to a female about feelings and emotions?
Yeah, watch out if they don't get what they want.
Crawl into their little dark hole. So,
why can't they have a little emotional intelligence?
Or depth of character.
Or just see a world beyond their next orgasm.
Sometimes I wonder if males are from Venus.
And females are from Mars. I've been contemplating sleeping with a cockroach.
You're what?
I'm thinking of hooking up with a roach.
Outer species sex? You can't do a roach.
Says who?
Says the laws of physics.
Well, technically we're both arthropods.
And so's a dung beetle.
Well, then do a dung beetle.
Do I look like some female spider who bangs anything that moves?
I've been chatting with this pretty brown cockroach on the web.
What web?
My web. Yeah, she flew in. I was embalming her, and we got talking.
And
female's got a real head on her shoulders.
Head with antennas?
We have so much in common.
Like what?
Well, like the arts.
You like the arts?
I'm quite fond of the arts.
Like what arts?
Like dancing.
Since when have you danced?
Well, since always, but I can't because spiders don't.
And she dances?
Oh, she rumbas.
Oh, the roach rumbas.
And cha-cha-chas.
Oh, and cha-cha. And then she wants it.
No, there's no expectation that a date has to lead to sex.
She's happy just to go home alone.
Without animosity or indignation.
She doesn't see you as a sexual object.
No. She sees the world just like us.
How can a female see the world just like us?
Oh, because she's sensitive. Because she's emotional.
It's not in a female's DNA to be sensitive and emotional.
Yesterday, we went for a crawl. We got lost. You know what she did? She asked for directions.
No female would ever ask for directions.
I'm telling you, the roach asked for directions.
After spending hours stumbling and arguing.
No, right away. She didn't have to act all macho.
She sounds gay.
She's not gay.
She's definitely gay.
She's a female metrosexual.
A female metrosexual.
Yeah, they exist.
In your imagination.
Well, then why does she take pride in her appearance?
She makes an effort?
She grooms.
Ooh, the roach grooms.
No hairy back.
How about her shoulders?
Smooth as a lady beetle's bum. Oh, don't you judge me with your 8 eyes. What we have is more than just physical. We have these conversations, real discussions.
About what?
About leaves. About fences. Sometimes we just enjoy each other's silence.
She really talks about leaves? God, I love leaves.
Hey, Stanley!
Yes, Princess?
Get your incy, wincy, skinny backside over here and give me some loving!
I'm coming, Petal. I gotta call.
I don't know what you see in that alpha female. You should leave her.
Leave her? I can't leave my spider wife.
Why not?
Because I'm happy.
Happy? She terrorizes you. You live with this constant fear.
Not always time. She has these moments where she makes me feel valued.
Valued? The woman carries your sperm in sacks on her back. Stanley made you a redundant.
Maybe she'll change.
Hurry up, Stanley! I'm hungry and I'm bloody horny!
The roach has asked me to move in with her.
But you just met. A female not afraid of commitment?
She lives in this stinky public bathroom in Newtown.
How stinky?
Stinky, stinky.
Stinky, stinky. This roach of yours, does she have a sister?
300 to choose from.
Hey, don't!
Not to us.
No, it's not my wedding day.
Right. So,
Really?
what?
You're really gonna do this now?
Bride in the bar, I've got to ask.
Well, you must know. I've been at a funeral.
That only raises more questions.
Well, you asked.
Why would you wear a wedding dress to a funeral?
It was a last request.
Hell of a last request.
Was it made under the best of circumstances?
Who would want that?
James would. My husband. Oh, he was going to be my husband. Didn't quite make it.
Right.
Yeah. Dropped dead right at the altar. The ceremony hadn't even started. By the time I got to him, he was all but gone. But he held on. Said he wanted to see me in my wedding dress. Said I was the most beautiful bride in the world. And then he said the other thing. Keep the dress on, love. Wear it at the funeral.
Jesus.
I know. The doctors reckon it's the endorphins talking. I don't think he knew what he was saying.
But you did it anyway.
How could I not? Everybody heard it. The priest, the best man, the bridesmaids. Even his mother heard it. The old bat's as deaf as a doornail, and she hears the freaking request 3 rows back.
So, how?
Heart attack at 34? Who the freaking hell has a heart attack at 34?
Bitch.
You know the worst thing? I wasn't even going to do it.
The what?
The wedding. I was gonna split. I was halfway across the parking lot when they found me gone. And then this. God, I feel like such a bitch. How can I do this?
Well, you weren't to know.
Still, it's so low. I was gonna leave him standing there like a schmuck. So excited. Been asking me to marry him for years. Kept knocking him back. Finally, I say yes, and then this happens. Maybe he knew. Maybe that's why.
Nah, shitty timing is all. Chances are he didn't have a clue. If anything, he probably died happily oblivious.
That's even worse!
You're being too hard on yourself. No, you didn't want to get married, so you did what needed to be done. Probably not the best way to go about it.
Huh?
But at least you had the courage to act. End of the day, you were trying to do the right thing.
Till he died!
Bad timing, nothing more.
I can't believe this has happened again.
Again.
It's the first.
You've been married before?
No! The death thing! This is the fourth guy I've been with that's keeled over!
Shitting.
First guy, Ivan Taylor, high school boyfriend. Lived 2 towns over. Borrowed his dad's car to come see me one night. Bam! Got T-boned by a truck. Dead! Second guy, Glenn Walsh. Nice guy. Met him at uni. Took me for a romantic skiing weekend to Aspen. Bam! Skied straight into a snow machine.
Accidents. Could happen to anyone.
Then there was Jason Mills. Met him at work. He fell out of a hot air balloon.
Bullshit.
True story. He took me up on my 25th, 2,000 feet in the air. He leaned over to take a photograph. Landed on a transformer station. Burnt to a crisp.
That's pretty bloody unlikely.
I swear, I'm cursed. You know what they call me? The Widowmaker.
What?
I know, it doesn't even make sense!
I'm surprised the cops didn't get sus on you. 3 boyfriends, 3 deaths.
That's how I met James! He's a detective!
Oh, freaking way.
I tried to tell him, I warned him! He said I was being superstitious. He even sent me to a shrink. She said I was paranoid delusional. I proved both of them wrong.
How is this even possible?
I don't know, I must have screwed someone over in my past life or something.
I'm so sorry.
No, not your fault. You know, I should never have said yes. Big mistake. But everyone said, it'll be fine, Mel. It'll be fine. What did they know? Destined to be alone. Destined to die alone. Destined to get drunk alone.
I mean, I'm so sorry you have to be here for this.
For what?
For this. My death.
Huh?
That's why I'm here. I've come here to die. Have my last drink.
Jesus, how many of these have I had?
I just swallowed a pill. I should be dead anyway. In fact, I should be dead by now. This was supposed to be quick.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Come on, you can't.
I want this. I've thought about it a lot. In fact, I've tried many times.
How many times?
12.
You mustn't be very good at this. I'm just saying, after so many tries, perhaps this just isn't what you want.
Well, I'm certain of it. It's just that things keep getting in the way.
What kind of things?
All sorts. Odd things. Just last week, I drove my car off a cliff. It's a 100-foot drop right into the ocean. I walk away with nothing but a bruised collarbone.
How?
The police rescue squad were training at the beach below. Had me out of the driver's seat and in an ambulance before the car could even sink. About a year ago, I tried this whole connect the hose to the exhaust pipe thing. Everything was going great. My car was full of fumes. My head was spinning. And the next thing I know, a truck crashes through my garage door. The driver had a stroke or something. Soon enough, there were cops and paramedics crawling all over my house. I wake up a day later at the hospital. Clean bill of health. I know. It's absurd. Nothing works. It's like I'm the Mr. Bean of suicide attempts. Stupid shit just keeps happening. You name it, I've tried it.
Gun.
Faulty ammunition.
Electrocution.
I took the toaster to the bath. The entire block went dark. I didn't feel it. Went out the bush. Miraculously found by state emergency services who were looking for a lost bushwalk.
Drug overdose.
Courier.
What?
I had the courier knocking at my door. I'd forgotten I'd ordered for a new toaster.
Base jump.
I leapt from the 6th floor window. Landed in a trailer full of mattresses.
This doesn't happen. Not in real life.
It happened.
Hanging. Oh, let me guess. The rope snapped.
Actually, no. But the beam I tied it to did. Brought down the entire 1st floor of my sister's apartment. I walk away without a scratch.
Wow. Unbelievable.
I know. I even paid a professional hitman to take me out. The moron just walked into the wrong house and ended up killing my neighbor instead. Poor guy. Felt so bad he went back and shot himself.
You know, you're like Bruce Willis in that movie where he's all unkillable.
Unbreakable.
No. The other one, the one with the ghosts.
I'm sure you mean unbreakable.
Whatever. But you're so that guy. Unkillable. It's insane.
Glad you find this entertaining.
Well, not just entertaining. I'm in awe of the sheer persistence of it all. It's admirable.
You know the weird thing? This is what I live for now. It's what gets me out of bed in the morning. I need to know. I need to find out how this all ends.
You know, we make quite the pair. The Widowmaker and the Invincible Man. Destiny, I salute you. You have one screwed up sense of humor.
You really believe in that sort of thing? Fate, destiny?
Well, you know, it's the only explanation. Look, I don't quite give a shit what people say, but coincidence can only explain so much.
So what? You're supposed to be here? To meet? Like this?
Who knows? Perhaps all the men in my life died, so I could meet you.
Maybe that's why I can't die.
You know, there's a kind of poetry to this. It's like depraved kind of poetry, but poetry nonetheless.
Explain the impotent bills.
And while I'm wearing this stupid dress, you wouldn't have talked to me otherwise.
You do look beautiful.
Well, you're not too bad yourself for a manic depressive.
Says the paranoid delusional. So, what happens next?
Do you like hot air balloons?
I've never been on one.
Maybe you should. Maybe instead of trying to kill yourself all the time, you should live a little.
Maybe you should stop feeling guilty about things you can't control. Let go a little.
I should. We should kiss.
Think?
Must be the vodka talking? But it feels right. But I must warn you, this usually doesn't end well.
Don't worry. I'm invincible, remember?